No, you live right now?
Yeah, man, we live.
What up, y'all?
YouTube,
Don't know.
Instagram. Yeah. Um. mm, just to prove my points, and I don't want to sound like I'm not being grateful. Okay, folks. But I got respect for the two names I'm about to bring up, and I figured I'd wait a month on my homie, and then I ended up waiting another 2 weeks, and then I lost another. Um, I'll say a person I looked up to. One of those type of hustler types. All right, folks. So I just want a moment of silence for downtown's Big Apple, aka Big Apple, and Bishop Agante. All right, just moment of silence for them soldiers before I get into my rant. All right, so y'all understand where I'm coming from. All right, yo, Blue motherfucker Monday. This is a special episode. This is that yo. We clapping black. You know what I mean? We clapping back. We clapping back because the recap's coming in September, folks. That live's gonna be a little litty. I'm gonna ask some of my guests to come back around and see if they're available to be there for my New Year's energy, September. So y'all who've been rocking with me since like 9 years deep and shit, y'all understand where I'm coming from with it. Okay? So how do y'all feel about 2026 coming? Are y'all feeling like I'm feeling? Because I'm asking a general question. So I asked most of my YouTubers, most of those folks, I was asking them, but I'm asking everybody now live, direct, everybody who's up in the Instagram, the IG. I'm asking y'all straight. If you had a choice, because we Canadian, this is only a Canadian question. Americans, you could jump in after the facts. Feel free to, check out our people here at Earthquake Sound International. Check out our fams over here, Down to Earth Podcast. You know what I mean? Get all that latest information from the city of Toronto and international information and all that worldly events. You know what I mean? We deep with it. It's raw in the morning, and usually I'm doing my 10 a.m. But because of the situation I'm talking about, I'm kind of in my feelings with everything. So my question to everybody goes: 2020 fucking six. Who do you want to be? Do you rather be A, aka Drake, OVO Drake, or B, Tory Lanez? Tory Lanez. That's the question I'm leaving for everybody. All right. Now, I'm bringing this up because I heard my network talk about fame and responsibilities. Fame and responsibilities. Rockstar life has no responsibilities. They have managers, A&Rs, they have promoters. You know what I'm saying? They have a street team. Didn't really take one person to swipe left or swipe right. Shout out to Kitty Red and her pretty kitty collection out there. She's doing it big for Midtown. For all the folks who don't rock with me, but they do rock with me when it comes to the sports, VTK 300, the car club. We be driving and hanging out with EC, the triple A 247. Yes. EC double A 247. All right. Been rocking with us on the sports vibing ish. Y'all who've been rocking with me knew what I said. I said OKC in Indiana for the finals. I said that from before the finals even started. Okay, New York, don't be mad at me right now. Brooklyn, don't be mad at me right now. Detroit, shout out to all my Detroit folks out there. Salute to the hard work that they're keeping up with. I love it because it's kind of what I'm looking at right now because I see Harlem doing it, live and direct. Shout out to all those people. Philly just lost a real profound rapper. You know what I'm saying? Without a doubt. You know what I mean? And what breaks my heart is he was a community guy. He for a chain homie. Wow. Either way, it's real in the field, and you got to respect it because That's what life's about. That's why I love to keep it live, because at least you can understand where, unlike like a lot of stale motherfuckers. And I say this to stale motherfuckers because Tory Lanez got stabbed up recently in jail, and this dude dropped an album, and nobody wants to play his album. Are you kidding me? I'm glad his people are dropping the promo that they're dropping right now for all y'all folks that was all against him in the beginning. Y'all folks. So shout outs to mans that got back my respect, because I didn't have the full Monty on the whole $1 billion princess issue and the background information before the whole Rock Nation thing kicked off in full effect. Right, I didn't have the full Monte, but I could segue to Blue Rock Records. They got a Kitty Red, they got a Boost, they got a Legit, they got a Nicky Licky. Yo, real ish, y'all. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. That's pretty positive from over there. If y'all want to get into some real educational shit, I'll tell you about Dane Calloway. I'll tell you about him and go check it with him. If you still want to keep up with the mediocrity when it comes to the media, I do have friends like Celebrity Sauce and Sauce. You know what I mean? They dope. You know what I mean? But when I look at this journalism stuff, I just take it as a chance for me to look at the whole week and say, wow, are we not going to do better going forward? You know what I'm saying? So when I'm asking everybody on the original question, 2026 is coming into the world, do you rather be the Jakey Poo, or do you rather be Tory Lanez? And I'm only asking this to you artists out here because praises be the Almighty that those mans them lived to get over 21. They lived to get over 30. They lived. You see what I'm saying? Kudos to everybody who's connected and hurt to that. You know what I mean? Like, my prayers go out to all of y'all. And I'm not a bandwagon jumper, so I don't care to talk about it because it's trending. I talk about it because it's either going to make me be brutally blood clot honest, or I'm going to be silent because I don't believe who's talking to me about it really means it. You know what I'm saying? I could have been throwing out photos from me and the homie Bishop Gigante, but why would I do that? You know why I wouldn't do that anyways? Because to me, I'd rather be the unknown number in his phone than to be the number that has a name on it, so his children are displayed on the folks who didn't call him back, who didn't reach out, who didn't have his back. I'm a street dude. He knows me as a street dude. So I can't do nothing. Even if I told him I was a manager and da 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 da. He knows me as a street dude. And he still respected me as a human being. Shout out to Bishop Bagante for respecting all people. Probably one of the best battle rappers in the city, without a doubt. So it's beautiful when I see mans like Chocolate dropping tears. You see what I'm saying? On local. All right? That's the big part about it that y'all may not see. You may see me calling out the boy. I'm sorry, the king there. But on the real, at least he went local first. So if it is going to get shared, kudos to that dude there. You know what I mean? Bonfire upon man that just use missing children to trend. You know what I'm saying? Like, bonfire upon that, my lad. Why ain't you of all people running around bigging up our boy there over in Africa with your melanelin self? That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm not looking at it like y'all. I ain't even trying to be Captain Africa or Captain Top Op over there. Let's be real, yo. People are losing their lives still over nonsense. And we're okay with it. We don't want to change. And then the people who say, oh, yeah, we were here to help you, and we were here to put the Band-Aid on the knife that they're stabbing you with. You know what I mean? They're putting the Band-Aids on all the cuts they're stabbing you with, yo.
Could I intervene on what your topic is here
Oh, okay.
now?
Sure. Straight.
We lost two
Two Titans.
two Titans
100%.
Toronto here.
Two Titans,
Straight up.
100%.
I didn't get to know them personally.
I did.
I know both of them for years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm just being straight up. And I have to say this, like, on the real, for the Toronto youths, then, right?
Yeah.
They are going with their stigma of the music and the culture, right?
Yeah.
See now, these two titans,
Yeah.
at least they lived the age.
They
You
did.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't
Big
know them
facts.
personally if they got into whatever in their vivid past and being youths and
Yeah.
whatnot. But that's another story, and I need to hear.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is what I'm trying to get at right now
Yeah.
is that they didn't die of like nonsense.
True.
You get what I'm saying?
True.
They made it over 30.
Yep.
Let me say that again.
Big
They made
facts.
it over 30.
Big facts.
Okay.
Big facts.
And
Can I get a
they didn't
shotgun for that?
they didn't
That's a
get
real that's a salute for real.
they didn't get stabbed or
Caught up. Yeah.
shot or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
what? Yeah, Guan.
Yeah.
Zin.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is this: live your life, but live your life not with nonsense or negativity or toxicness. You get what I'm
I
saying?
think we're a product of our environments,
Yeah,
man.
but the thing is,
And
we don't have to be a product of our environment.
you,
We could be a product of our own
what Toronto was saying
intellect mind.
is you have a choice. It's a
You have
balance.
choices
You have a
because
choice,
on the real,
but you are your surroundings, right?
well,
You
yo,
get judged by
you
what
are your
where you come
surroundings,
from,
but yo,
right?
you want me to get harsh about it? I'll get more harsh about it, man.
Let's
You are
go.
your surroundings. Get out of your surroundings if the surroundings is not getting around you. You get what I'm saying? That's the
That
way I
takes
look at it.
courage.
And the thing is, especially if you have a family, I'm not saying it's easier said than done, but guess what? Would you rather them? You know why I'm saying this? Because I have a family member who's gone because
Yeah.
of nonsense. All
Yeah.
right.
I got more
So
than I got
I
more than
have the
enough.
right to say this.
True.
Get out of the situation, no matter what. You look. You came back to you have decisions, you have choices, right?
You do.
You're hungry, you're thirsty. When you're thirsty, you drink. When
Yeah.
you're
Yeah.
hungry,
You
you
eat.
eat.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
You don't starve, do you?
Well,
No,
you're
no, no.
supposed to fast
But
though.
wait. You have the choice still to eat or drink, right?
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
And also fast.
Okay, but the bottom line is you have to eat
Eventually,
or
yes.
you die. Or you die. Right? Okay.
Death is inevitable.
Okay. All right then. Yeah, it is. But you got the
Okay.
choice how to live your life.
Well, team agree with
You
you on
got
that
that
one.
because you know why I'm saying this? You
Team
know why
agree
I'm
with
saying
you
this?
on that
Because
one.
every time I hear, oh, I'm in the ghetto, oh, this and that. So let me ask you this question here. So they ain't innocent people living in the ghettos and all of that thing there. What happened to them people? How come they didn't choose the life what you're doing and all of them thing there, huh?
Because they didn't know it was a ghetto. That's the problem.
No, but some of these people been living in there longer than some of these youngins and all of that.
Listen,
What are you talking about, man?
these problems that I'm referring to were around 200 years before we were
Yo, but
born, even
the
conceptuated, bruv.
bottom line is, as a youth, okay, you should have your choices more sharper than being older. You get what I'm saying? Being older, you should be wiser. But being a youth and being stupid, and then after you don't have the choice to actually grow because you've gone to either prison or you're 6 feet under.
That again goes back to this damn 200-year fucking system that's built off of slavery. And we still pretend tomorrow. We're all going to go to bed tonight and wake up tomorrow and still allow the fuck shit to still be going down.
Well,
So to me, at the end of the day, don't let the aliens come. Don't give me a reason to unite and defend my family over everything else.
You want me to bring that up? Yo, on the real, to be honest, they'll probably do us a damn favor. Yo, abduct me, brother, because this damn earth right here, there's enough problems. You guys don't probably have problems like us. They're probably laughing at us and say, yo, what all of this shit, what they're doing, and all of that, not living simple. You know what I mean?
Can we get a gunshot for the truth?
You mean they always be talking about, oh, don't
Shit.
abduct me, they're gonna abduct me. How about this? Maybe if they abduct us, maybe they'll do us a damn favor. You know what I'm saying? Straight up. Shit.
Listen,
It can't get any worse than this.
Listen.
What's going on planet Earth?
I just want to know who turned around and said to the group of people, listen, we can't let the Neanderthals know that dinosaurs and freaking human beings existed at the same time.
No, man, you can't let them know that. What do you mean? Listen here, man.
What's his name or her name?
Hmm?
Yeah, somebody. Hey, anybody in my fan base, please throw that in the comments if you can. Who was the decisive person that made the decision that the big giant lizards that we wiped out with the Nephilim?
Yo,
You know what I'm saying?
it's like you're trying to tell me how old the sun is.
Come on, you know the sun is that old.
Yo, bro. No,
It's that guy.
listen here, man. Even I don't care what damn scientist you are. We don't know how old that damn sun is. That sun could be older than the damn Earth, and we don't even know.
Dude, let's not get into this whole science stuff in time because then I'm gonna have to get mad at people who look at our country now and not do what I see happening in another country. Get me? Like
Now,
that's weirdo
yeah,
ish to
well,
me.
now you understand by the abduction of the alien abduction, man. Because yo,
Well, why not?
you just said it right there. The
Why
problems, man.
not?
The problems.
Right now,
So
the
yo,
system ain't changed.
look,
They ain't trying to change it.
you,
They don't want Billie Jean to turn around and
check
get
this out.
that
Check
rifle.
this out.
Nah, they don't want
If
that.
they all up there and all that, they got the technology. That means if they have the technology, it can't be so bad what they're dealing with. They're more advanced with us. So yo, maybe we should go. You know what I mean? Straight up.
I look at it like this. I look at it like this. I look at it like this. If I can look at Tory Lanez in the situation that he's coming out of, okay, and be like, yo, that man is honorable. He allowed himself to walk a path that 99.9999999 most of y'all will not fucking do. And nobody wants to respect the man's work that he put out there. I sure the thing from the first time I heard it was even available to sure. I was amazed it was for free. That's why I look at the city and say, damn, this is what Bishop was talking about early in the 90s, like 92, 93. And look where we are now, folks. So I'm supposed to trust these people that ain't make us successful 4 years ago. I'm not supposed to tell you my feelings right now. My homie dropped out, and I saw all his so-called friends. Yeah, I'm gonna call you guys that. Jump on the trending wagon. And I bet you next year y'all ain't even calling his kids. Them type of shit. I'm done with the hypocritical life, folks. So I draw my line in the sand. Because Big Apple now, at least I can say Big Apple was still motivating the youth them to come, regardless of the sound they were dropping. So at least I can say he was pure. He wasn't biased.
Well, since you're bringing up Titans who are from here, well, one
The
was
dot,
there's one
the
more.
dot, baby. The dot.
There's one more who's close to you is gone for a couple of years now. Can't leave him out.
Close to me.
The ox.
Yo, listen. You see my Jenna? My Jenna's a different breed of people. My Jenna told me women say, hey, man, them are supposed to be silent, and when that woman needs you to be violent. That's what my general told me before all that fame. You get me? Shit. You know what my Jenna showed me? A man named Kid, aka Wicked, who put a big. Can I get a fucking gunshot for that? And you know the best thing about this guy? I swear, if someone talks it's about me, he'll probably be the first person to put him down. And that's ridiculous in a society that says, no, you don't shouldn't bear arms. You don't shouldn't have to bear arms. You can't keep a rifle. No shotguns. And our brothers down the south are arguing day after day about guns and gun violence and blase. And there's so many bright, intelligent people over there that I feel like they don't get the voice because there's a lot of other people who are just jumping on the trend like the convoy, right? Like, I'm a different breed of trouble, folk. I'm not built like y'all. So that's why I'm looking at Tory's last 3 years compared to the exponential stuff that I'm gonna bring up in September as my new year ends and season 10 starts for Blue Motherfucking Monday. Let me repeat, season 10. So respect to all my Facebook people. Shout out to y'all. Like, love y'all because that's where we started. Um, Instagram, please don't be mad at me. I never really wanted it to be a serious thing in the first place. It was just what it is. YouTube, Twitch, Rumble. Please take your time. Take your time. Take your time. I'm trying to understand this media thing. I'm coming from the streets of Toronto, where guys like that dude can come to my city, talk junk about my people in my city, and get millions and millions of views. You get all those views, and I'm like, wow, he must have paid you guys back. If y'all ain't checking y'all emails, that's probably why you haven't seen why it's in there. But most likely, if I know you, you got my personal invite to my personal email. Do not share that shit. Okay, that's personal, right? Like if you gave me an email that was your personal email, I wouldn't violate you like that. I would expect the same respect when it comes to the phone numbers, those type of issues. But you see, you newer generation of kids, y'all different. Y'all be shooting profiles like 80 profiles over there. Swipe, 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 swipe. Figure out what y'all need to figure out and go do some shit. I used to go to the playground, meet people. Straight. Used to wonder some questionable things at the world that I lived in then, and then I now understand those questionable things that I saw back then. Now I know, you know. So back to my main start. 2026 is coming. Are you standing on your 10 toes down, or you bad and bougie? Because as we could tell you, the bad and bougie in this era of hip hop ain't working. Drill's still killing it. So we do got a reggae north popping off out here and down to earth. You know what I'm saying? Real ish. So all you up and coming singers, sing jays, video vixens, models, all y'all reggae, all y'all dancers, especially the steppers, the dancers, not the steppers, but the dancers. Yeah, come out. You know what I mean? When we post that information, come out. Come and enjoy yourself in a safe environment nonetheless. Because again, Malcolm X's birthday went by and thing. A lot of people didn't really look at that. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in May who's doing the black and whites. You know what I'm saying? Like kudos. Shoot, Brian Reynolds. Shout out to you. That's big. That's big. Who else I gotta definitely shout out? Um uh, Mr. Rizul. Ooh, I'm not in a pronounceable moment, but yeah, shout out to you. Yeah, that definitely big. That was big. Surprised me. You know what I mean? Nikki Licky, and Dame Dash. Shout out to you. You know what I mean? He does have a video out currently with Freeway and his band Black Guns. Yeah, Black Guns. And I think the new single is I just realized. But still bumping that first one, still that 365. I'm still bumping that, liking that kind of rock energy. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna front. So just by saying that alone, maybe rock should go back to where it came from. You get me? And yeah, y'all download American New. Hot damn. That's not a good sign. Well, since we may not have to all the social media platforms running. For those who are on my YouTube who don't know, yeah, there's times I'm on Facebook and I'm answering my Facebook fans' questions. There's times I'm on Twitch and I'm dealing with the Twitch. I don't share that information yet because it's still personal. Uh-huh. Shout out to anybody who finds it out, though. Real talk. You know what I mean? It is what it is. For all my gamer folks right now, I'm sorry I haven't played any of the new sports games. I ain't. You know what I'm saying? It's still 6 dot, the VP. You know what I mean? But yeah, as a correspondent, Blue Motherfucking Monday, just saying, yeah, it's 2026. Do you rather be bad and bougie, Mr. OVO Drake, or you rather be Tory Lanez? Who do you think has the better trajectory going forward? All right. For you young folks, swipe left or swipe right or touch somewhere on the screen or whatever. You know what I mean? Them type of thing that. Moving on to my next thing. How do y'all feel about our growth right now as a country? Do you think our media is covering it fairly for the people? Do you think city TV don't need a speaker's corner? Just say to the world that we're living in right now, we should get back a speaker's corner. I feel like that would be the mojo right now. That's another thing y'all could get into the comments about. But yeah, I'm more concerned about the original question. If you're at the Uncle Bino report, you'll see the post. You get me? This is not a Team Drakey Poo or Team Lanes or the Umbrella family or OVO family. It's none of that. It's not a beef thing, man. This is just what it is. Are you preferring to go 10 toes standing or bad and bougie? And there is nothing wrong with being bad and bougie. Obviously, it's now become part of the culture, but it's not welcome in Wakanda. So from my point of view, it's kind of like I'm looking at the rest of my peers in the game. I've not been in this game long enough for me to feel like I'm even a fucking true correspondent. So I'm humbly trying to make sure my shit stays legit, and what's clear is clear as day. You get it? I started it off the way I started off because, like I said, I'm happy in me. Okay, I'm happy. We got the hair show that pops off. Beauty in you. All right. So next year, for anybody who wants to get involved, hit me up in January and come out to the casting call and try your chance to get, actually better yet, expose your talent. Because, I know everybody who's in the magazine is talented, without a doubt. Take that in a little bit before September kicks in for everybody who really knows me right now. It is what it is, right? I'm kind of just looking at it as, hey, going forward, we're out here trying to help people. Get me? So, like, shout out to Raps. You know what I mean? Shout out to Family Tree. You know, shout out to Studio M. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Talk to Tings. Damn Thursdays. See? You done know. Shout out to obviously the Down to Earth podcast and network. You know what it is. EQ Sound International. Blah 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 blah. You done know what it is. But I'm really, really tied up with that fucking thought. Bad and bougie or just stay on your 10 toes. Cause it's like no matter what, the consequences end up the same. Look where Puffy is right now, folks. You get me? And look at what Chris Brown had to endure and what he may be enduring. You know what I'm saying? Don't think it could conspiracy theorists. Please don't give me that damn X-File sound. Please don't do that. No, 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 no. Let's not put a correlation to the fact that, hey, the only person who came to Mr. Lanes' aid, aside from his family, obviously, is the one Chris Brown, Mr. C Breezy. Let me talk to you, tell you how it. Oh my God, he came out the bag for the homie. So regardless if the big homie takes the bag back or lets the bag slide, right? Because you know there's a CEO slash rapper who said his friend and his boy there, Puffy, gave him $1 million. Oh man, that didn't age well, did it? They're not gonna like me. I mean, like I'm trying to look at Howard Stern money. You know what I mean? Like real ish. Why ain't nobody fucking with Howard Stern? And please don't bring up his heritage as the excuse in my comments, yo. I don't hear none of that. You already see me running around telling you there's aliens. I just look at shit different from the rest of y'all folks out there saying. I'm just looking at it different. When my boy Bishop died, it hurt me that I got myself slipping and called the number. You know what I'm saying? Knowing full well it's gonna show up as fucking unknown said way. You got me? And then it was even more like I said, salute to the next Titan there, you know, Chocolate being emotional on Canadian waves at least. First. Big up to that. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying men need to be running around showing feelings and shit. You don't need the Michael Jordan teared up face. We don't need a bunch of those. We see the dilemma with those guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying like the Malcolm X, the JFKs, the Princess Diana's. Like y'all shouldn't be afraid to be who you guys naturally are. Just understand that there's a brother out here that sees what it is. I see through the forest. You know what I mean? I see through the forest. I see what it is. Cause like I got love for Detroit. As much as y'all may hear me clown the basketball team, clown the goddamn baseball team, clown the goddamn hockey team, at the end of the day, I respect Stevie Eiserman and he played on Detroit Red Wings. You know what I'm saying? I got family from Flint, Michigan, right back on the 8 mile over the 7 mile. I respect Detroit. I've walked on them soils, so I respect Detroit to the fullest. The West Coast, I haven't personally got to walk on that soil. And I mean the whole West Coast from like top to bottom. All right. So I ain't get to do that yet. But what I'm trying to get to is I get why my American brothers are set the way they're set. I get it. And I come off even more quiet and outrageous when I'm over there because I see it from a point of view where it's like, yo, guess what? They still printing money, Pac. They still printing money, Pac. You know what I'm saying? There are things called slush accounts, Pac. You know what I'm saying? Cat Williams, salute to that bag. Salute to that bag. Salute to that bag. And like I said, I follow Dane Calloway, and I would love to see Dane Calloway and Dr. Umar be able to agree on some shit on some sort of level. And right now, I just see Dane Calloway putting it on some set it on fire shit. I know he's a humble man. But like, if Ice Cube is gonna get drawn up into cases, he won't be positive. If Coolio, aka rest in peace, was still alive, he'd be pulled up innocent cases. You know what I mean? Things look really sticky over there for my southern family over there. It looks real sticky over there. As much as you guys could say our government is real sticky, we know that we're just too goddamn nice to do something about it. I told everybody, you can't vote for the guy that all he's doing is bagging the other guy. He's not telling you the real problems because he's not walking with the real people in the streets. Okay. I told y'all about Dwayne Morgan when Dwayne Morgan was running as an NDP. Get me? I told you about Kenny Robinson when he was over there in Mississauga trying to run over there. I'm still preaching the Green Party because guess what? It's a baby to the bullshit. But those are political things, right? I look at it like this. I don't care what the political flag is, but if the political flag is about going forward as humans, then great. Everything else that we've been doing for the last 10 years has just been destroying us and destroying our planet. So, like, boy, nobody can stop what they're doing. You remember the 14 fucking days? Free up all the cells. Let it get back to being a community-based world. And if the community don't like it, the community's just gonna stone it to death. That type of bullshit. Get all these P up dudes locked up and stay locked up compared to you letting them out on road, letting them run around in PC. The issues I would have if my talented children decided to step into the industry and not have an independent thought. And then my kids get considered Suge Knight, Easy E-ish, Nipsey Hussle-ish. Crazy. Just crazy. But I gotta stand on my ten toes and risk the chance of some other beast getting at the kid or getting at me. So a lot of people are looking at a man who put his life on the line, dropped an album for the people, maybe dropped more than one album, maybe for what all I know, what I'm seeing from his camp, it's just his true nature coming out. And you can't stop somebody's true nature. Hence why the bad and bougie. I get why you guys are so happy it's bad, and then the bougie. I expect certain fucking attitude from bougie or bourgeois. I expect certain attitudes. There's no if and and on that. Let's not get it twisted. But if I had to really come down to it, 2026, I'm looking at folks that are being positive. So if you see me doing interviews with folks that are like business people, you know what I'm saying? It's because I like to see them grow from my encounter going forward. All right. YouTube, I know you want me to be like, subscribe, share the video, and all that other bull. It's just not me. It's a blue motherfucking Monday. And usually on fucking 10 a.m. live. You know what I'm saying? On the Down to Earth Network, bro. See? And with that being said, I'm more on the tip of people trying to understand where I'm coming from long term. Almost done. You get me? I don't want to have to repeat myself to the world, especially in a public forum. I don't want to embarrass nobody. You get me? I don't want to have to embarrass nobody. I'm trying to look at it like this. From our standpoint, we can't wrong a man who's doing right. Okay? You can't do that. You could definitely wrong the dude who's doing wrong. Fair game. Please understand that. But what I won't allow y'all to do is sit here and tell me that this man's music shouldn't be playing at least in rotation 1-2 times a day. I can hear 12 songs from the Bad and Bougie over the 10 holes down. And then these same people who are sitting there talking about, oh yeah, you know what I mean? We're trying to make sure all hip hop gets out there. We're trying to make sure all music's out there. Bullshit. So I'm done with that, man. Like, there's why the fact that we got to go to Patreon to get some truth. You get me? Like these are the things I like. The dark web is real. All right, it's real. When I told y'all about what happened with Tory and Megan Thee Stallion, I told y'all what I told y'all. I put my life on the line and told y'all purely facts. And now, 2 fucking years later, Obino, you should have been giving out the person's name. Obino did. No, I didn't do that because I ain't trying to get the bag. I ain't worried about the bag. It ain't important to me. You know what's important to me? The man being alive. The man that I can say, yeah, what up, my brother, my mom? You want to smoke a spliff? Yeah, let's smoke a spliff. That's what's more important to me. Him making negative news is none of my business. None of my business. My business. Stay the fuck about my business. You know what I mean? Like respect the human being shit. That's why when he Bad and Bougie took the loss all 3 times. Yeah, you did lose the Joe Button, bro. Just admit it. You were done. Cooked. Oh boy. And then, whatever was left, Pusha T fucking smoked that. Who told you that was a good idea? Is who I want to blame, so you don't have to worry about the Shield situation. But what really, really murks me is that Chris Brown came out of pocket for Tory Lanez before you did. Unbelievable. But I understand you were going through some kung fu fighting. Do 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 do. What can I say, bruv? I'm impressed. I'm impressed. You know what I mean? So, like, to me, yeah, Button crushed you, and the attention you did give Button kept him podcasting. So you're a cultural icon for that. Still, good music is still making good music. And the funny part is, you started in the catalog of that. So, like, kudos for you. But Kanye ain't for Toronto. Hot damn. I was defending you when people were pressing up against Common and you. I was defending you. I was like, yo, the boy's just doing music from Toronto. He's an actor. Leave him alone, Common. Just leave him alone. Damn. Then to find out why you were really doing it. You see, this is why I like to keep pure news. I don't want to be biased. Yeah, I could be biased with my friends. You'll see it because I just won't talk about them. I gotta live this Peter Parker life. You know what I mean? I didn't want to.
Well, yo, you're just shooting like Peter Parker, the truth.
That's all I'm
You know what I
saying.
mean?
That's all I'm
And just
saying.
and just keeping the strength as
And
Spider
that's
Man.
it. That's it. That's it. I'm just trying to get around on Peter Parker. When I was running around just Spider-Maning it up, at some point in time, someone killed my Gwen Stacy and I put on that black suit. I just don't think I ever took it off. You know what happened? 2019 hit COVID and COVID said, "Stay in your house for 14 days." My Gwen Stacy was taken away from me, and then you told the world to stay away from everybody. So let's keep it back to the original rant. Because my original question is, would you rather be Bad and Bougie, OVO Drake, 2026, or you'd rather be 10 toes down, Tory Lane? Because you see, me, if the people be like, all right, here's a poll, 100 people happen to vote, and 20 voted for Jakey Poo, and 2 voted for Lanes, I'd probably end up still playing the Lanes records more. Just because what Drake record am I gonna impress you with if he don't give me the exclusive? I'm soon adding in the mic drop just to go with the slap. I tell you, I'm telling you, I'm telling you, real shit. Because the difference between what I see going on is when Speaker's Corner existed, no matter what Toronto wanted to say on the 9 to 5 news, no matter what Ontario wanted to say on the 9 to 5 news, people from fucking St. John's would come all the way to Speaker's Corner just to say they're from Speaker's Corner and speak their mind from another province. Yo, Toronto, where's our energy at? Can I get an energy check?
Energy, man.
Yo,
Energy.
you want some knowledge, kids? Hey, all my Niji kids, you see all these lightning bolts you see in the internet? It's rooted in racism. Don't get it twisted, eh? It is.
How you figure? Explain.
How do I figure? No, 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 no. I'm not gonna let them know right now, but I'll definitely make a pot about it
Okay.
because a lot of people don't understand the teardrop shit.
I see.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying because there's a lot of Caucasians out there with lightning bolts, and that's more geared to the Squawka type of energy. You know what I mean? And that's a secret that needs to be busted from time. Like, what the fudge? Like, bikers are letting black people, because they have black lineage, you know what I mean? Creeping up in the ranks now. I may not live to see a head of the chair, right? Full out 100% equal, but it's okay. It's eventually going to happen. I am so happy that all the other countries have been licking out against us and now slowly adapting to the lifestyle because let's just get it. Let's just be real going into 2006. Hey, Toronto, what do you think if black people started to act like the Asians people did towards us, or act like the Mexicans did towards us, or the Indians did towards us, and our fellow other Africans before Captain Top Op came into play?
Well, just like always, soon as we do something or we figure out something,
Mm-hmm.
um, it's either they have a problem with it or they
Mm-hmm.
want to take it away from us.
I see. So before we go back into that wash and repeat cycle, folks, let me just make sure you guys understand where I'm coming from. I grew up in an era where we had a chance to build our foundation blocks. Okay. Corporate does exist. Yes. Yay. They have their own customs, they have their own ish. But at this rate, Canada, Toronto, why do we even have a Dundas Square or a Nathan Phillips Square if you won't allow people to be there?
Because it's not for the people. It's come on, man. Yeah, you should know this.
Again,
It's all about tourism.
so if it's all about tourism, why don't we build stuff for our tourist people who work that community?
What's that? Say that
I
again.
repeat, there are jobs available, right? Because they never hire locally, right? So
Hmm.
why don't we create positions so you're forced to use local people?
Mm. Well, it could be a reality, but just as always, one of our needy peeps have to get in to set an example to get into a position for us to get in.
But we get shot
Yeah, but
and assassinated.
hey,
Like,
it doesn't look. I'm just saying the way it goes. There's no way that you could make change, say hey, and get up and say yo, you're gonna just do it. No, no, it doesn't work that way. It's like this. You have to get in a certain way. Like in the states, it's like this. You got to be a congressman to get into the government. And in order to be a congressman, you got to get like say for instance like first to congressman, and then after you want to get it to mayor, and after maybe from mayor, try to get to
But
governor, and after from governor,
that
you
sounds
know what
like
I mean? Like
that
it's a
sounds like a
no,
lifetime.
no. But the thing is, it's a process look.
Look,
I want change in a snap for whatever, but the thing is, it's not gonna happen like that. The reality is, it's never gonna happen like that. They'll go, oh, he's a troublemaker. That one, he's nobody. He's causing trouble with the people and this and that. But you see, if you're somebody as sitting in something, you have more of a voice for the people because you are on the seat of something.
I team agree with you
You get
there.
what I mean?
I
So
team
we
agree
could
with you.
talk until we blue, and nothing's gonna occur. You get me? You could have protests, okay, and nothing is gonna occur. But guess what? But if you're one of the guys who are in City Hall and something like that, and you have some of them with City Hall with you, now let's go to the blood clot protest. Do you get what I'm saying? Straight up goods. Because if you fire us and shit, that's not gonna look good because it's more than one and all of that. And the thing is, you're making more of a statement because you're in, not because you're just a, a um a freedom fighter or whoever, or just the one who wants to talk about amongst the grade. You get what I'm saying?
I understand. I'm
It's
just
just the
saying
way it goes.
I could bring up a couple government guys that I could say are proper and they should be helping the people at this point in time, but they're seeing the fight. They're getting a fight actually. I'm seeing some of my Muslim brothers go through the same fight too. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Mm.
At the end of the day, the problem that we all know is somebody at the top of the food chain is bent over for somebody else.
There's always someone on top of the food chain. But guess what? It's like this with the food chain.
Hey,
Yo, man,
I
it's
got
like this. It's like it's like this with the food chain. You
I'm
know what's
happy
on
I'm
the
doing
food
it
chain,
this
but it's
way.
like, yo, brother. It's like this. The food is over there, so me know say me part of the food chain, but me I show you some nicer food, So you don't have to yam me, You can yam that food over there, so you know what I mean? Yeah. So you're part of the food chain, but you it's like this. Which one is it? I think it's the hawk. Is it the eagle and the crow or something? It's one of these animals that have an understanding. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So once there's an understanding, it's like, yo, you're not gonna eat me, brother, because I'm gonna find you the food.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So you don't need me to be a part of your food chain. I'm a
Facts.
part of your how should I say,
Ecosystem.
your
Yeah,
ecosystem
your
to get
ecosystem.
your food chain.
Yeah,
Without me, you gonna die, motherfucker.
yeah,
You know what I mean? So
yeah.
it's almost the same thing.
I
You
get it.
gotta get in a certain position. So it's like, you we want change, but we gotta get one of our Nijis in there
Factos.
and support him more
Factos.
on where I go on instead of, don't get me wrong.
Facts.
Don't get me wrong. Yo, look. From history, we had certain ones what died for the cause and stuff like
Big
that,
facts.
but they didn't get in the position
Big
where they're
facts.
supposed to be to get the to be heard.
Big facts.
You get what I'm trying to say?
Big
Because the
facts.
grade is against them and they know it. But if they know that, then get in the grade
Ah, man. All I'm saying
so
is,
you could grade them out.
all I'm saying is I've been on this tangent since January of last year when I started seeing the bigger news people talk about Captain Top Op over there. Okay. I got in my feelings because I was like, I've been running around down around this motherfucker for 2 seasons basically right now. What the ash? Blah, 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 blah.
Mm-hmm.
But after 2 years of slowly leaking out the information,
Mm-hmm.
I'm cooling because who said it first? You just y'all got mad at me and sent me some mean emails because I was siding with Tory Lanez because I had exclusive eardrum information way back then. I'm feeling the pull of some of them emails. Woo. All I know right now is 10 toes down all day, every day.
Yo, can I ask you this?
Uh-oh.
Like, what's been going on in Toronto with some of the foolishness when I saw some of this on the the YouTube, that guy you were telling me about, that white guy. What, I don't know what his name is.
Oh,
Glasses,
oh, yes.
right?
Yes. Yes, Mr.
Like
That dude.
I'm about to get something here, like glorifying, you know, um, war story, ghetto war stories. You know what
Thank
I'm
you.
saying?
Thank you. Thank you.
Like, is this where we got into for Toronto here? Like, we you talked about greats, titans, and all of that, right?
Yeah, because they had to go through the fight. They had to go through a struggle.
Yeah, but
More so, more life than music.
the thing is, glorifying the posse business, the bullshit, the robbing and all of this crap and everything. Like, it's not impressive to me. And guess what? I'm a Torontonian. I've seen Toronto change in different segments. All right. And this is beyond tomorrow here, man. Like, glorifying the shit. Let me ask you this question. It's like this to me. It's like, to me, it's like this. You, when you're doing bullshit like that, don't be doing no music no more. Don't be doing anything. Don't be doing tour. Don't be doing all whatever and all that. That's why you have to wear the shiesty and all of that and everything, because you don't want your face being seen, but you want to be known. That doesn't make sense to me. You have to make the choice. It comes back to choices again. You know what I'm
Duh.
saying? Like, yo, like it's confusing and conflicting to me. You
Of
get what I
course.
mean? And the thing
But
is,
that's a whole pot on its own.
one more thing I'm gonna say. All right, one more thing, and I'm hope it gets clear to a lot of these youths. Them what me I say, right? We're not the blood clot states.
Facts.
Okay, all right. You cannot do what you're doing. I always bring up California. All right, California, you could do some shit, right? Right? You know how much cities are in California, and you could still do independent, and you still whatever. This is not California. Okay, we don't have the friggin' population for the culture here for your interests. You get what I'm
We
saying?
don't even have the
No,
amount
no,
of
no, no. I'm
venues.
not. I'm not done. I'm not done here.
We don't
Yo,
even have the venues.
stop buying the blood clot bots. Okay, all right. Yo, you're not that famous. Okay, all right. Like, when I see certain things, I'm like, all right, let me see something. Have they performed over 2,000 crowd like yet? No, me
What?
not see nothing like that.
What?
What they have over
They're they're
over
they're
how
they're
much
in
K?
they're
No,
in
wait,
their
wait, wait. They have so
feelings.
much
They're
K
in
of
their feelings when
followers.
there's nobody there
They
though.
have so much K of whatever, but they're performing somewhere. They don't even have like two people there. So, like, yo, check this out. Like I'm saying again, all right? Stop buying the bots. Stop doing the posse bullshit. All right? And make room for real artists who are doing this seriously.
I agree.
Okay? Because, yo, you can't travel states. You can't go nowhere with nothing and all of that and everything. Stop the fuckery. You get what I'm saying? And that's coming from a Toronto. Toronto. Okay? You're embarrassing us. Okay? I'm not proud to say you're from here and anything like that when you're doing all this fuckery. It gets to me when you hear me, yeah, cuss.
Right now,
You get what I'm saying?
if my sound effects was up, I would be throwing out bass slaps and gunshots right now. I'm sorry.
You know what I mean?
Because the truth is the truth. And we've always been the type of show to respect the truth. Like when my pup was alive walking with me and I was ranting to my Facebook people, they know I was ranting. I was being pure. But remember, this is the information I'm taking in my circumference. You see what I'm saying? Then slowly but surely, my cousin Mad Links, aka shout out to Mad Links, to my Rasta, you know what I mean? Who that? She that. Ooh, is it? And, she showed me this media thing, and then my tap man turned around and flipped up the formula and the format and shit. And y'all can see, look, there's times I'll be sitting down, there'll be times I'll be with people like 100 Mile, you know what I'm saying? I'm out there with, like, like, dude, this has been a different ride for a kid coming from Regent Park. You know what I mean? I don't get y'all folks. You get me? I don't like my fams from the up top and my fams in Scarves and my fams out in the B town and the 905s. Like, I'm grateful for you guys. I'm grateful. You know what I mean? I love my city. I do. But I feel like I gotta spank a lot of parents out there because their brats are just their brats. If we're gonna do something positive for the world, you know what I'm saying? Like it has to come from people who genuinely want to see change. You see what I'm saying? This is why I'm like on this big bandwagon of get rid of everybody
Check
who's
this
been
out,
working in
man.
the government from
Check this out, man.
2016. Just get
But
rid
a
of
lot of
everybody.
people are not prepared for change because they don't know the damn selves and they don't know the damn past. Because if they don't know the damn past, they're there to repeat it.
True, I agree. I agree, but come on, man. Look at it like this. If you stand on your 10 toes, you're gonna get whipped, you're gonna get named, you're gonna get dragged, you're gonna go through you're gonna go through whatever they want to call you. You're gonna bear the crosses. I'm thinking the people who shunned you are gonna use the excuse, oh, there was lack of evidence, I didn't know better. I think in this judgmental world, that man should have the right to be like, "Oh, y'all get pushed over a cliff." But he ain't like that. He ain't built that way. He would tell y'all you need help and probably pay for y'all doctor. You know what I'm saying? Even pay for the transportation to get you to the doctor. That's the type of kid that is. And then to know he's gotten poked up. And he an innocent dude. So I'm not even mad at the guy who poked him up.
Innocent dude
I'm
who
not even mad at the guy who
innocent,
poked him up. I'm mad at the
innocent,
guy who sent the fucking kite, yo.
innocent dude who's Canadian in a U.S. prison.
Yo, free
So let me
thoroughbred.
ask you this question here now, right? I like to hypothetically speak here. Now,
What if?
what if, I know say it wouldn't happen, but it could happen. What if one of their stars in the US of A did something over here and get locked up? Remember now, yeah?
They get deported.
Well, no, wait, no, wait, no, no, no deportation yet. They did
They,
something here, just like, yeah, listen here.
they'll get deported.
Look here. Let me finish. They have to do whatever here. They have to hold them here, so, right? No, no, no. Wait. No, you're still not waiting for what I'm saying here. Bottom line is still have to hold them here. And they're a U.S. in a Canadian prison, right? Okay. All right. Now, that's what I'm getting at here, right? And the jealousy, the envy, oh, you fame, this and that, you talking this and that. What do you think the boys in here are gonna do? Huh? So yo, over there, so Cali now, California, not like New York or anywhere else, bro.
They bang out there. They bang out there.
Cali.
Salute.
Yo, listen here, man. I saw old school movie Colors, and I know say they based certain things on truth, bro. There was a part of the prison they had to separate the Bloods and the Crips. The prison, okay? Because if they don't do that, you know how much bodies they're gonna have to pull out? Yeah. So, like I'm saying again, we're not in a normal place where Tory is right now. It's not. He's not.
You're
home.
just a number there.
He's not home.
You're just a number. You're not even a human being.
No, but
You're
the
a
bottom
number.
line is he's not home.
He's a number.
So the bottom line is what I'm trying to get at is this: when you're not home, famous. On top of that, wait. One more thing. The U.S. citizens, I love y'all, but a lot of y'all are missing excuse on things. It's like, oh, you did something to her, not okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Canadian, yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Straight. No. It'd be a different story if we had some of our Canadian brothers up in there and everything. You think said some of that would go on and all of that? No, star. Nah, because they said, yo, he's a little fish in a big pond, and he ain't no piranha here. You understand? Yeah, you get me what I'm saying to you?
Woo! Oh.
I'm just being honest.
Ooh, I'm
just being honest, bro.
Yo, shout out to Sean Murray. I wish he was in this conversation right now.
I'm just being honest, man.
I need some help.
Straight up, man.
How do I calm this man down?
I feel bad about it, man. But straight up, man. Like if he had more moral support up in there, it'd be a different program.
Look,
up in there.
I just look at it like this: celebrity or no celebrity, he came out with a project from in there, due to the circumstances he's in,
And that brought
and
more
and
attention
and
to himself.
regardless
He
that
already
it
had the
brought
attention.
more attention or not,
He
you
already had
get
it.
me? It is what it is. He's in there back against the wall. Nobody's there. Like for me right now, as a fan and a friend to the man, like, yo, salute that he's alive.
That's what I'm saying. But
And I'm gonna leave it at that.
that's what
You
I'm
know what I'm
saying
saying?
though.
Cause like I said, Bishop dropped out, and then Big Apple dropped out, and then he got pulled. It's like,
It's like yo, it's like like
woo,
like the DC or Marvel, like the wars,
yeah,
and we're
fam.
like
That's
we're
exactly what I'm
fucking.
saying,
It's like
yo.
we're
Yo,
losing,
we're
son.
losing, bro.
It's
It's
like
the Infinity War.
the Infinity War. Now we're getting the Doomsday here, bro.
Ah,
It's like yo, what's going on in here?
oh.
I'm just being honest here, bro. You know what I mean?
And it's like, I would love to hear some of these so-called started from scratch, DJ Law, you know what I mean, DJ Grunge, folks actually like throw the Magnum's music into the rotation. Don't let me jump on Patreon and start making mixes and dropping some shit.
Well, that might have to happen
Because
eventually.
I kind of been lagging because I've been busy filming in ish.
Mhm.
So you guys don't want me to get back to the fun part of having fun and listening to good music and making good music. You guys don't want me back on them levels. You want me digging dirt and giving you gossip, right? Right? You want me digging dirt and giving y'all facts, right? That's what Blue Motherfucking Monday was always about. It was always about telling the goddamn truth because everybody wants to follow the yellow brick road. Yeah, give me a goddamn compass. Oh, the sun comes up from this direction. Cool. I'm going this way. You see it there. Nothing more, nothing less. Don't tell me about what's on the yellow brick road. Don't tell me what's at the end of the yellow brick road. Thank you for telling me there are roads and there are roads. So I just look at it like this, folks. For all the young generation that will happen to listen to this on the replay, thank you for watching. Even if you got to this point, like, holy smokes, man, thank you. I'm like really in my feelings right now. Again, I started off like this. Who would you rather and where would you rather be 2026? The Umbrellas, Toy Lanes, or you know what I'm saying? OVO Drake. That's the A or B. You know what I mean? And sometime in September, I'm going to give you guys the results. All right? Because like to me, like I said, I'm trying to play the music that people are gonna be like, yo, I never heard that song before. Where's that? Who's that? Who that? And I'm like, it's so and so's name. And they're like, nah, man, I'm the biggest Vaughn fan. Yo, I know every Vaughn song. Yeah, do. You know? Rest in peace to my friend Q still, man. Old man Q, like real talk. Rest in peace. You know what I mean? I just remember you just popped into my head because of that whole Vaughn. Yeah, like wow. You know what I mean? Anyways, let's talk on some positive shit and figure out some crazy other shit that's going on, right? Because like I already brought up that, right? So my correlation to hip hop and music right now. Can I ask another question, Toronto?
What's that?
Would you define dancehall music, r- rebel music, or would you consider hip hop rebel music?
You're putting two different genres, man, because they have their they're two different genres, and they have their
You would say they would have their warriors, their
what
chess
I, okay
pieces, right?
what I'm about to put it more simplified for you.
What do you mean?
I'm gonna put
What's
put
mo-
both.
what's more simplified than
I'm
that?
gonna put it down like this for you. Let's listen.
Okay,
When it comes to hip hop now, right? You
right.
got the conscious hip hop, and you got the hip hop, right? Like
Okay,
true,
yes,
whatever.
yes. I
And
agree.
then after you
Can I get
reggae
a
music,
gunshot for
then
the
after
hip
you
hop?
then
The
after you
hip hop does exist. The hip
then after
hop
the
does
the
exist.
reggae music now, you got the the conscious reggae, and you got dancehall.
No, 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 no.
You get what I'm
There's
saying?
roots reggae, and then there's dancehall music.
Yes, you got roots reggae, and you
Yes,
got conscious reggae, and you
yes,
got dancehall.
yes.
See, see
Okay,
you see what I'm saying? The breakdown, like,
okay, okay.
so when you be telling me like that, it's like, you
Yeah,
know what I mean? Like,
but this is what I'm saying.
what
Like,
you mean? Like,
cause like over the generations, right? Cause we're like in 2000 and what? So over the generations, we've seen like an era of music change and change and change and change to become whatever you consider the most popular, right? At one point, there was no music in movies. It was all symphony work.
yeah,
Okay.
majority of it.
Okay, yeah, like there was no music, right? And then eventually the 80s kicked off and the 70s kicked off,
Yeah,
and then the 90s are like, yo,
more soundtracks for movies and stuff. Yeah,
okay. So we know at some point in time there was organic music being generated.
yeah.
What I notice now is that there's no space to organically generate that type of music no more. Like, I don't believe you can call yourself a community center if you're charging the community to use your facility.
That's true.
Like, I just don't understand. How do you get considered a community center if you're taking money for memberships and you're taking
Because
money?
they're not getting enough from the municipality. I hear what you're saying, but they're not getting enough from the municipality of that
It's
city.
impossible. They
Think
print money.
think about what I'm saying to you, because why I'm saying this is because if they could still have the lights on,
Toronto.
right? If they could still have the lights on, then they must be getting some income from the municipality of the city, and they're not getting enough for whatever programs or whatnot to keep it up. You understand? I'm just breaking it down, man. I'm not gonna bring it down sweet, and you know what I mean. I'm just gonna bring
Okay.
it down thorough.
I'm gonna do my little research in Ontario and see how many community centers have to pay for membership. Okay.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna Google that and have that ready. So sometime season 10, I'm gonna drop that episode for y'all folks. You know what I mean? Because I really do believe the number doesn't exist. You see what I'm saying? I believe us artists right now, no matter what genre you're in, you're supposed to be what like. You're supposed to be free. Like, you're a rock star, no matter what. Because like at some point in time, heavy metal music was the devil's music, right?
Yep.
Was okay, and then at some point in time, jazz was the devil's music.
Well, before heavy metal, yes.
I'm just going in order, bruv.
No, well, jazz, then heavy. Well, later on in the years, heavy metal,
So before jazz became rebel music, right?
jazz and blues.
Hold on. Listen to me. Walk it back further. Gospel music was considered against the grain.
Hmm. Hmm. Never could be satisfied.
Kids, I'm going to tell you the pragmatic thing in life. It's always going to rain because you can't stop the sun from coming up or going down.
Hmm.
Okay? It's always going to be ocean one, you zero.
Hmm.
Okay? And if you're dumb enough to get stuck in a desert, if you knew how to fast, you would probably survive. But we're in an era where people pray during their problems compared to praying before the problem. And I say this quite clearly: people pray during the problem before praying before the problem. Let me step that back.
I'm gonna just pray in general. Done.
I feel like whatever's
Serve
between
the
you and God,
serve the
Toronto,
Lord and done.
whatever's between you and your God, or you and your Almighty, is between you, and that's between you. The same thing I'm looking at myself and anybody else who believes in a higher power, folks. I'm just looking at it this way. Blue motherfucking Monday. Come walk with me. And the guy who's on this walk is on a walk thinking, I'd rather be this way compared to that
This
way.
way, so this way.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Now, it would be the equivalent to the next question, like I said. Is dancehall music and hip hop music considered rebel music? I had a math person said they can do the math between how many songs are based in rebel tone and how many songs are considered commercial. And I was like, I should bring this up on my show because I tell you, Toronto, he don't fuck with no commercial shit. He ain't really the commercial dude. He into that old school boom bap. Let me hear you freestyle, get it in like that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wants to hear the rhythmics. You see what I'm saying? Hip hop, essence of hip hop. Now, a lot of y'all kids right now see and want to follow this pop out like, press a couple buttons and poof, you got a song because a couple of people at your school rock along with you. But remember, you're in school, so you're technically still active. You get out of school and you realize those people don't care about you like that. They only did that because they kind of were scared of you. With that being said, you can either A, keep going forward in that motion and end up in college and university and be a number one prick boss. Or you can either be go the opposite direction and completely decide what you want to do and do what you want to do. And don't let nobody tell you not to do what you want to do because it's between you and your almighty. Now, I think there's a world of consequences for actions like that. You get me? Because, like I said, before I got into this journalism shit, I heard the $1 billion princess, she got an ass whooping. And I was like, who jumped on the bitch? And then it was like, nah, man, it was this dude. And I was like, boo, Bonafide, I can't play none of his music no more. Take his music out my house. And I was there. I was like there trying to like do the yeah, bro. Like he had me good, man. Jules Santana and him, they killed. Like his come up was great, and that I looked at it like regardless, there's gonna be people out there on the planet that are not gonna look at it as a stain on his career, and they're entitled to that opinion. Kudos to you guys. But me, I just can't have him doing his thing. So now when I see him in the movies, it was like breaking my heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're one of those guys. But then the man did some 10 toes down type shit where, like I said, Tory Lanez in need. He's in need, not wanted. He's in need, not wanted. This is what perked my freaking eardrums. Perked my eardrums, right? And he did what he did. He came out of pocket. And then I heard he ended up getting locked up. But that's a rant that I already did. Let me go forward. Kudos to what reality is, you know what I mean? So salute to that dude. I thought it was some spoiled brat ish. Now I'm realizing it's some real life shit. And it spilled into some next shit. So kudos to the you know what I mean? Because now he's standing 10 toes down with another dude who's 10 toes down. You know what I'm saying? So like the world is very small. Toronto is very, 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 very small. Very, very small. See, it's scary how small it is sometimes if you end up really doing some digging. So I'm trying to help folks. I've been putting on shows for like over 20 years now, officially. Like I've been putting on shows for folks. You know what I'm saying? I've been putting people out there. Had a lot of them stab me in the back. You know what I'm saying? Rather go and get the fame compared to the bag. And I know deep down in my hearts of hearts. Let me say it one more time. What does Dr. Umar do? He does it 3 times. In my hearts of hearts. In my hearts of hearts. In my hearts of hearts. Stand on my 10 toes and look in the eye and not lie. So, moving forward, since these people do this stuff and they feel like they can get away with it and all the other if then I look at it like this: this is between you and your Almighty. Between me and my Almighty, we good, homie. We good. We really good. We don't run from the streets. No, 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 no. We embrace the darkness. You see what I'm saying? Like what Bane said to Batman. Like, dude, you already come out here and play, man. I live in this bitch. Anyways, back to some other good ish. All those other artists that I brought up earlier are dope artists, folks. If you're gonna look into some new music going forward, 2027, 28, 2030, look out for those artists that I brought up. At least straight. Also look out for like Crystal Poppins. You know what I'm saying? She got a dope camp out there. You know what I'm saying? Like she rocking. You know what I'm saying? For my Canadian girls, like obviously Team Mariah. What you talking about, man? Come on, Mariah all day. So yeah, that's the MVP Mariah. Then you got like we got Heaven Almighty. Who else we got out there? Lola Bonds. We got Tora Lor. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm hating on the dudes, but bar wise, you got double M. Who else we got out there? Who's crushing shit? Yo, hold on, wait. We got Charmaine. We got Goldie London. Yo, who else? Oh man, we got a lot of people. We got Duchess. Oh, sorry. How can I put Duchess? We have Duchess. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, the energy's up. We got Big Mama. Yeah, Big Mama 416. Like, yo, Toronto's up. You know what I'm saying? We're up. Concrete Rose out there in the Montreal side, yo. Like, yo, we up a certain way in the Diddy. And I don't hear none of my DJ guys playing none of their music. And I feel like if I gotta be the asshole and go back on the Patreon vibe and do ish like that again, y'all gonna make me get mad at y'all again like I did before. Remember, I said if I gotta screen record your ish and upload it on my shit, don't make you fucking think me and you's all cute. You can get mad at me. You allowed to get mad at me. It is wonderful. I ain't complaining. I wouldn't complain because anybody who's about their music ain't gonna complain about somebody who's fanning their music, right? Right? You don't see me doing nothing more than bigging up the video director that you don't happen to big up artists.
No. I can't have a dog no.
You see what I'm saying? So
No, but
like, I,
regardless,
I
no.
I'm on some old school energy.
Got a cat here already.
And the end of the day, with the old school energy,
Uh,
the best thing
yeah,
for the
doing this,
world,
doing the pod.
the best thing for the world
What kind of dog though?
is for us to take care of our leaders that are thinking for the general population. So all my Canadian people, as we
So
look to
what
Captain
school is that?
Africa to the right, and we look at Captain Top Off to the left,
So what's that?
okay, we can only go forward
Hmm.
because the old system, that old dynasty is not working no more. And no matter what the Govey's going to tell us right now, at the end of the day, what he's done for his country, his countrymen, and let me repeat again, his country and his countrymen. Don't worry, women. I see you, women. Don't get it twisted. In 3 years,
Yeah.
3 years, 3 freaking years. I've been telling you guys about this guy, and I couldn't even pronounce his name correctly. Hence why I
Yeah,
never
man.
went on no
E51.
bougie
No,
ish with that.
that's good, man. I love
But now when y'all are telling me, ooh, he's a threat, he's a bad guy, he's stealing gold, he's this, he's that. Are you nuts? Hold on a second. Who got rid of Malcolm X? The good guys. Who got rid of Martin Luther King? The good guys. Who got rid of freaking JFK? The good guys. But why do you still listen to hip hop? Because they're human beings. I'm a human being. Why you listen to reggae music and rock music and pop music and funk music? Because if it got a rhythm, I like it. What's your beef with me liking music? Hmm? What's your beef with me liking my opsis music and still be banging my opsis music? You know what I'm saying? It's music. Bob Marley said it, and I'm saying it maybe a few more times before the year done for me. But Bob Marley said, "Music's for the people. You're not making music because you're other trying to make a dollar. You're making music so you can feel better. And then people who don't know you, who hear your music, appreciate you because they can resonate with it, vibrate with it. Get me? So a guy who's been in hip hop for 40 years turns around and decides to drop a country album or a rock album or a pop album or plays a if you're truly a fan, you're supposed to support it regardless. That's all it is. Like, shout out to all my damn OnlyFans shorties who say it's simple. Oh yeah, we gotta make sure y'all hear me. Let me say it straight for y'all so y'all hear me. Kudos to my OnlyFans shorty. You're gonna pay 80, 70, 120, $290 plus tax, $239 plus that for whatever game package, but you won't spend $5 or $10 on an OnlyFans chick.
Nope.
So at the end of the day, when I see young women thinking that terminology to the graphics of there's kids making a living off of video games now, where back in my day, hey Toronto, did you ever think it was possible that there be an arena filled with a bunch of people watching kids playing video games?
Come
Shit.
to think of it, yes, because there was that movie what came out in the 80s, The
Ha ha ha
Wizard.
ha ha.
If
Ha ha.
and
Ha ha.
that
Ha
was
ha. You
Nintendo.
see? You see what I did? You see what I did? Love
That
the
was
segue to
Nintendo.
Toronto.
So yes, they seen the future was coming. Yes.
Look, all I know right now, from my point of view, it's different right now. Different. At some point in time, something that's supposed to change and be revolutionary is silenced by the good guys. So, if I got to pick sense out of nonsense, I'm picking American New, download the app. The American New Network, download the app. You know why? Because I feel like if I don't say that, it doesn't just make any sense of being independent anymore. It just wouldn't. Not one sense. If anything, the most independent thing I can say after that now is, hey, angels of the north, south, east, and west, look after my nukes and my godchildren and my grandbabies. Till they rest and I'm dead to be by their side again. Amen. See? For me, means the world. For you guys, you guys don't give a fuck. That's why I'm like, in the way life has been showing me how to treat the news now. I should treat the news as it is. Okay? All right. That's why I started this pod with the weirdest question on the planet. Not because I wanted to be trendable and all this other bullshit. No, it's because I really miss my homies, my titans. I miss these guys. I miss these guys and the body of work that they have. That's not going to flourish further because they're not here to cultivate it. You see what I'm saying? So, I just more on the tip of, hey, at the end of the day, our city's small, man. It's really, really small. And you may not know who's related to who and who knows who and all that other nonsense. So at some point we had some OG standards. And then I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened.
Avoid happening.
Something happened, and it's like the OGs lost their minds and they just kept procreating in that state of mind loss. And everything that popped out of them was just lost.
In the sauce.
I don't know if they lost in the sauce because they're better with the technology than we are.
And they lost in the sauce. We're talking about enough of them into this this lean, Molly, E, all this shit. What are you talking about?
That's just laziness. They don't want to roll a joint.
Of course not. They don't, just like how they don't, none of them can't fight. That's why they shoot. You know what I mean? Mm.
Again, laziness. But I agree. I agree. Team agree. You see, Blue Motherfucking Monday is not about that easy answer, easy go. I try my best to see what's good in the world and not bitch about it if it didn't make sense for it to change. Right? Because if I'm talking about it, I want it to change right now. And I feel like right now is the best time for it to change. You see what I'm saying? What Captain Africa did in 3 fucking years. The defense ambassador in person of Africa descent, when he decided to say his unmoving, ruthless assault of an attack on a person's character based off of whatever information he got, the captain, what I respected, the real Americans are calling him, top op, number one op, like.
Yeah, because the word freedom fighter is no longer valid anymore.
I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I just know right now he's top. He
Well, like
is
like I said,
as
like
a
you said,
Canadian,
but
I
like you
should be
said,
politically correct
but
and call him by his name. But I feel like if I do that, they're gonna flag me again.
like I said, freedom fighter, but they don't look him upon like that. They look upon him as they call them terrorists, right? Mm.
Hot damn.
Don't they?
Well, yeah, yeah, you're
But
right.
but in certain places, you know what they would call him?
What's that?
Hero.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Big facts.
Hero.
Big facts. They wouldn't give us a Robin Hood and a King Arthur. You know what I mean? If there wasn't some sort of reason to fight for a cause. But I don't know, man. Right now, 2025, going forward, man, it's just been crazy. Like I said, the veterans, the Titans, and then now what happened to Tory in the Binas, like it's
The Titans, because the new gods want to take over.
man, listen. If y'all are interested about any of the female artists that I just brought up about our city, hit me up in this damn video post, and I'll definitely send you their contacts for you to get at them. Because, yeah, man, shout out to like Black Orchid, shout out to like oh my gosh, Mackenzie, her sounds dope. Boy. Fafa Kang, baby, DJ Baby Huey. Shout out to salute to the general.
Mm.
Shout out to DJ Baby Huey. Like a lot of y'all people are slipping on the boy. The boy talented. Boy, the boy talented. It's like I told y'all. Every morning I have a bill boggle Toronto, Screwface Capital. Y'all don't answer my questions when I ask these damn questions. Who do y'all listen to? Marlon and Shorty, or y'all listen to Tricks in the morning?
I listen to 105.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Ain't nobody trying to answer them questions. Like they don't want these two men to be like, oh, so that's how you're feeling, eh? I got some extra gravy. I know. That's a dope segue too.
Speaking of that, isn't he on the Office movies
I'm
for
not going
seasons
to
two?
I am not talking anything that I don't know officially
I'm pretty
till
sure.
I talk to people officially. You know how I do. You know how I do. you know Thank you for, yeah. So Down to Earth podcast, they were there to get me on film telling everybody that Wesley Snipes was coming back to Marvel. You know what I mean? Y'all people need to dig that up and see that
Mhm.
shit. Y'all need to dig that up and hear me say that out loud. Boo, Bino, boo. Yeah. But like I said, they're going to build the ultimate contracts and take your imagery. Thank you, Wesley Snipes, for donating your soul to Disney for the rest of your life. and Hugh Jackman the same. Hey. Long as they make dope movies, who gives a shit? That's what I'm on. As long as they make good movies right now. Cause like once the movies dry up and that shit happens again, you let the people deal with it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm.
my topics right now, I'm coming to my conclusion right now, folks. That's what's popping right now. I'm gonna come to my conclusion because like I'm feeling like I just so angry right now. So like I said, I started it with a silent moment. I'm gonna probably end it off on a silent moment. It is what it is. It is what it is. Is it? Yo, Toronto,
Yep.
is there anything you want to say? Warn my people. Tell my people. Any up to dates? What about what's going on for season 10 for you guys?
Well, yo, we're coming to a conclusion for D2E for season 9, right? I believe.
What was season 9?
Is it
We
season
still
9?
alive?
Yeah, man.
Season 9, we still alive?
So we're gonna be starting season 10 soon. We're coming to a conclusion soon. We're gonna be wrapping it up. Probably a few special guests or something like that. You know what I mean? Hopefully near the mid month here or the end of the month here. You don't know. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? EQTV
Yeah.
powers D2E. You don't know me. We don't do this for free. Yeah, boy. We're coming to a conclusion here.
Yeah.
As usual,
Yeah.
please subscribe to our
Shit, shit.
channels. You don't know. Yeah, man. But I'm gonna end it like this, as usual. All right, samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message. Nation. What? Don't know, people. Ah.